When I was going to architecture school, I always knew that architects and contractors really don't always hit it off. So once I graduated, I decided to go into the construction field for about a year just to see what it was like. Ended up falling in love with it. The boss I had actually fired people so quickly that I advanced from a laborer to running projects after about 2-3 months. And then shortly thereafter, some of the guys that had left said, "Hey, would you come help me?" So I went ahead and started my company 11 months out of graduating from architecture school. When we first started, I met with my accountant, and he said there were basically 3 things that we had to do to be successful in the construction business. And that was to offer a quality product, to give good service, and good price. So ever since the beginning, I've used that kind of as our fundamentals for determining which vendors to use and how we run our own business. I think our company is very different than other companies because we offer architecture, interior design, and construction. From your first idea that you ever had about a house you may have dreamed about to moving in with beautiful furniture. I think another thing that makes MacPherson Construction different than others is we've had our employees for a long time. Some from the inception of the company 35 years ago to probably an average employee tenure of 20 years or more. They're looking for us to understand their vision and somehow get that onto paper and then make it reality for them. I see the industry trending a little bit more contemporary right now. It's interesting, when I first started my business, contemporary was not really popular, but it was something I was very, very interested in. And then we moved into doing a lot of traditional houses where we could use a lot more traditional type products. We happened to get lucky and we were good at it. But now I see a very much more of a contemporary trend. A lot of the homes we're doing are modern farmhouses, Northwest contemporary, even an amazing house we're building on Lake Washington right now that is a modern flat roof contemporary. In general, when a client comes to me, I have to look at the project and get some inspiration from their thoughts. So we start a mile high, and it could be, what general styles do you like? Maybe some inspiration pictures. But we started things like how big of a house, and then maybe how much you want to spend. And then we take it and we start drilling down into what rooms may be on which floors. And then beyond that, then we'll start to go, because we do a lot of waterfront construction, which rooms might have the views. And then we'll literally, by the time we're done, we'll be figuring out, where you're putting your silverware and your cabinetry. I think MacPherson Construction Design is probably most recognized from the Street of Dreams that used to run here in Seattle. We participated in 5 of those. So there were probably 100,000 people or so that came to each show, and they would see our work from more contemporary to more traditional houses, walk through it. A few years back, we got involved in a couple television home shows in which we actually did our own sort of tour and did fundraisers for nonprofits. That's probably one of the things I'm probably more proud of, actually, because we raised like $85,000 for Pratt Fine Arts Center in Seattle. Getting motivated to go to work is not hard. I'm kind of like a golden retriever. I'm a people pleaser. It's really not about generating income from a particular job. It's the happiness or the praise that I get from a client when they see I recognized what their vision was, or they're so excited about their house that they want to share it and share it with the rest of my company, the people that work so hard to make that actually happen. That is probably the biggest reward. It would be to be honest, to communicate. There's going to be, some disappointments, the material's not available. There's going to be a potential cost overrun. But if you communicate and are honest with stuff, everyone will always understand what's going on. Our goals for the coming year are more or less to maintain the current pipeline of work we have and just do the very, very best work possible. When it comes to windows and doors, our homeowners are looking, I would say number one would probably be maintenance durability. A product that is going to not have to be painted over and over again. And so in that regard, we really tend to lean towards a clad type product. We love to use the Windsor Windows and Doors because it aligns perfectly with our mission, quality, service, and price. When we go out for a job, we always will bid with multiple companies, but inevitably, Windsor comes right to the top. Windsor Windows and Doors offer us a lot of product line, from vinyl to PVC to clad. Like I said, we typically use the clad product. And we're lucky that they even make products that, like large casement windows, a 3060. That's nearly the size of a door. Washington has huge energy codes that we have to meet. They'll double OE the glazing, the glass, and the frames are very energy efficient. And we need that to meet the energy requirements here in the state. Our window distributor is W&W. We work with Mark Payne. We've worked with him for some time now. Mark kind of understands what we want in our products and our houses and recognizes the styles that we use. If it's a more modern house, he'll give us suggestions. If it's more traditional, the same. We also have people from Windsor come into our office, and they'll literally set up a whole demonstration. They'll bring in treats and goodies for us, and we'll have our entire architecture team, our interior design team, and the project managers all sit in. We'll look at maybe a new product that they have, and also we'll give suggestions, and they'll take that back to the corporate offices and see what they can do about that suggestion. We've used a lot of Windsor products in all of our jobs. We use their windows, we use their contemporary line. We also use their doors an awful lot, the Pinnacle doors. We love their doors because it's a multi-point locking system. When we've had troubles with wood doors in the past, we had warpage issues. When you have the multi-point locking, it locks the top and the bottom, and we can use these taller 8-foot doors without any problem at all with that. The Pinnacle clad line, it gives me a lot of flexibility, so we use it almost exclusively on our projects. I think you should really consider using a Windsor product. They have an awful lot of variety. They have 22 standard colors, 21 custom colors. They have different types of operation modes for their product line. You know, they have double hungs, they have awnings, they have casement products. You can use a vinyl window, you can use a PVC window, you can use a clad window. We typically use a clad window because it gives us that extra durability and whatnot. When it comes to hardware, I think there's maybe 8 different choices of hardware that you could use. And what I really like maybe most of all is that they have been right on the mark on hitting their deliveries. I haven't had any problems with service. When there is something, maybe a scratched glass, it doesn't take long for them to come back out and repair it.